Hello and welcome to Modern Monsters. This is episode 5 of the Shapeshifter season. I'm your host, Isabel.
And I'm Johnny.
Alright, Johnny, so which personality are you going to be talking about today?
So my personality goes by the Heart Eater. It's just basically about, relationships that you go through with that transition between high school and college.
Alright, so who does it mainly target?
It targets, your friendships, relationships with your friends and family, and obviously the actual relationships, and dating, and all that type of fun stuff.
Is there like a certain person type that this personality likes to target though?
It's those mainly that aren't really ready for such a big change. Some people are really looking forward to that big change, so they don't really mind losing people, and it doesn't really affect them as much. But those who are, in a close-knit group and really like where they're at, that's when it really affects them.
Okay, well, what about people that they know that this change is coming and they're ready for it, but they don't want it to happen? Would they still have, one side of the spectrum or not? Or...
Yeah, they would also feel this form of it actually affecting them a bit, too.
But would it be as hard as, somebody who is not ready and doesn't want it to happen?
I feel like it wouldn't affect them nearly as much.
But it would still be more than what somebody who's already prepared and, willing to let go? Yeah,
for sure.
What other abilities and tactics does it like to use?
So, the main thing that it does is really, it's kind of like a shadow. It kind of engulfs the people around you and sucks them away from you type of thing. And that's its main tactic. But it is known for, creating similar symptoms to the ones that it's engulfing, of causing a lot of fear about losing one another. And that adds even more turmoil to the relationship that you have.
Okay, so then how does it affect people that are transitioning?
It just puts a lot of fear in the person's mind itself. And, the whole, you're up late thinking about certain things. It's kind of like one of those things of, I don't want to say goodbye to these people, and we've had so many good times, and it affects you when you're really thinking about it.
Not to get too personal, but your voice was kind of shaking there. Are you being haunted by this personality right now?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I think we all are, especially as fresh, people fresh from high school.
Fun times.
So then, how does this personality act when it's active?
It kind of hovers around you. Like I said before, it's your shadow, so it's kind of always following you, and it just kind of just nitpicks at you until you kind of break a little bit.
Yeah. Alright, so does it, since it's a shadow, it just basically does whatever you're doing at that moment, or does it follow you around and smile at you when it knows that it's about to do something to you?
I feel like it's more of the second one, where it kind of follows you around as if it's your shadow, but kind of does its own thing.
Yeah, that's creepy actually. Does it have any kind of weakness to it?
Just the whole weakness it has is you being okay with that and understanding that goodbye doesn't mean the end of it all.
Oh, how sweet. Does it have any other physical appearance? Because it has the shadow, but does it have does it appear as a person, like a loved one, or yourself to your loved one?
It could. It depends on the person. It affects everyone differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So, have you? We kind of did discuss this actually. You're suffering at it right now. How are you dealing with it?
I'm not.
Oh, it's okay. Neither am I. So do you think about it often, though? Is it often lurking around you?
There are times where it's I don't want to say goodbye to you. You know what I mean? But back in mind, it'll be okay.
So, have any of the other forms targeted you before?
Everyone deals with their stuff their own way. I feel like each form kind of has its own impact on me and myself. The workload is definitely different in college, and it has affected the way that I think about certain things and manage my time. Unlike when I was in high school, it was just have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, each form of the shapeshifter has definitely taken its toll on me throughout the time period.
Do you think this form works with any of the other forms? You know, like.
Yeah, I can definitely see this form kind of teaming up to break a person down. I can definitely see it working with the whole depression side of things, and thinking about how professors are going to be different, because you do build relationships with your teachers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And saying goodbye to teachers and being afraid of new teachers.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that, coinciding together.
It's kind of weirder with the whole professor and student relationship, because we have such a short time with them, and then we do build like a decent bond with them, enough to the point where it's like, oh, it's over. Let me take another class from this guy because he's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, are there any other little tidbits, trivial facts you want to add in?
Just with anything, it gets better in the end. Like, just keep chugging along.
Chugging along. Up the hill we go then.
Right.
So, thanks for joining us today.
Good talking to you.
Alright. That was Modern Monsters episode 4, did I say? 4 or 5? One of those. Thank you for listening in, and goodbye.